Hi, today's video is a special episode on how to test your diabetic cat's blood glucose levels. Getting a diabetes diagnosis for your cat can seem really scary at first, but once you settle into a routine with them, things become a lot easier. An essential part of managing your cat's diabetes is testing their blood glucose before you give them their insulin. This is important for a few reasons. Firstly, it means that you have more information and better control over their dosing, which means that you're actually more likely to get them into remission or at least regulated. Secondly, testing their blood glucose is the only way to prevent or catch a hypo event before it becomes serious. Hypoglycemia is when the blood sugar drops dangerously low, and it can be fatal if it's not caught and treated. This can happen if a cat's blood glucose was too low before they had their insulin, if their insulin dose is too high for them, if they didn't eat enough before having insulin, or if they vomited after eating. If your cat starts to go into remission, their blood glucose levels may gradually reduce each day until they reach a point that it would actually be dangerous to give them insulin. If we aren't testing their blood glucose, then we would have no idea that this was the case. 2/3 of diabetic cats can be brought into remission, an important part of which is feeding them a low-carb diet. I recommend discussing this with your vet and joining groups with very experienced members on Facebook, like the UK Feline Diabetes Support, for further information on this. So, let's get ready to do a BG reading. The important thing to remember is that it will definitely take a few tries for you to get it right, and for your cat to get used to it too. Don't be discouraged if the first few times are a bit of a fail. What's important is that you're trying. You and your cat will both get used to it before you know it. Firstly, get all of your equipment ready. You need your blood glucose monitor, test strips, a lancet, and a treat for your cat. I use food and a reward of a brush afterwards for Charlie, but pick whatever your cat will love and associate with positive things. I get everything together, and importantly, I put the test strip in part way before I begin. Not enough to turn the monitor on, but ready for me to quickly push it in later. Next, I call or bring Charlie ready to start. He's very used to this by now and actually purrs the whole time, as he knows he'll get a treat and a brush afterwards. It's important through this whole process that you remain calm and keep your voice soothing, even if they start to get impatient or upset with the process. The calmer you are, the sooner they'll accept it and stay calm themselves. Next, we need to make sure that their ear is warm so that there's plenty of blood flow. If they're cold, you can warm it in your hand a little, or with a warm rice sock from the microwave. Once it is warm enough, we need to use the lancet to prick the ear to get our blood droplet. Here is a picture showing the best spot to aim for to get enough. You need a nice big bead of blood for the monitor to register it and to be able to get a reading. Aim for as close to the edge of the ear as you can. This may take a few tries, and it often does for me, so keep your voice calm so that your cat hopefully stays mostly still for you. As soon as you see a good sized droplet, quickly push the test strip fully into your monitor and wait the few seconds it takes for it to be ready. Once it shows that it's ready, hold the half circle part up to the blood droplet and it will absorb it. The monitor will beep once it has read it, and it's with this sound that I instantly give Charlie a couple of treats and then a brush afterwards, as he loves to be brushed. Here is all of that up to speed and without any of the pauses. Boy, Charlie, you're such a good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy. Good boy. Here you go. Good boy. Remember that it will take a few tries to get it all correct and to feel confident doing this for both you and your cat, and that's completely fine. With patience and perseverance, you'll both become pros at it. I hope you found this video useful and feel empowered to be able to test your cat's blood glucose at home. Again, I highly recommend joining communities like the UK Feline Diabetes Support Group or the Feline Diabetes Support on Facebook to be able to speak to lots of other people in the same situation as you, as well as members who are very experienced with diabetic kitties who can help and guide you through everything. Always speak to your vet before making changes to your cat's diet or medicine dose. Thank you for watching.